This conference will now be recorded.
Hi all, good morning everyone. Let me know whether I am audible or not.
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you. So at first I would like to say thank you all for joining this session. Today we are here to discuss an introduction of software testing. So before that I would like to give a small introduction about me. So myself Sandhya, working for one of the top MNC and I have 10 plus years of experience into software testing. So let's start today our agenda. So before going to that, you guys have any idea on what is software and what is software testing? So if you have anything, please share your thoughts. Guys, able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So if you have any thoughts about what is software testing, so before joining this session, this demo part, you might be knowing at least small things, right? Yeah, so Suganya, could you please, Suganya or any others, could you please respond? Whatever you know, whether it's an idea or thought, you just share here.
It's like testing the software. Once the developer has developed the any software, from the tester side, we need to test the application, like whether it is working properly or not. Whether it would be like GUI wise, like whether it would be like field wise, whatever the way. It should be like it. Customer requirement should be fulfilled with the application. For this, we need to test the application.
Okay, exactly. And any other thoughts, others, please respond. Your name is Yugandhar. May I know your name?
Yeah, I'm Amarnath. I mean, like you are asking who's told the answer, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Amarnath.
yes. So,
Amarnath.
yeah, so Amarnath, whatever you said is exactly 100% right. But only the thing is, you need to keep the words in a proper way. But whatever you said, the intention is correct. What is software testing? Why we are doing that? That's fine. That is 100% true. But you need to keep the words in a proper way. That's it. And any others has any opinions or views on that? Okay, so let me start the introduction part. So what is a software? Everyone knows about what is a software. So software, it's a collection of programs, right? So you people are from the BE, BTech and MCA background, right? Or from the degree background, right? So you would be knowing the basic, the what is software. Okay, yeah, let me clear you, not an issue. So what is a software? So a computer is an electric machine that can process data, but it needs to be told what to do in the form of set of instructions. So these instructions are called a software program. See, we everyone have the laptop as well as computers. Okay, so we were instructing that particular application, okay, in the form of the programs. We were writing this code, right? Source code in the form of Java or a development language or any programming language or any .NET. Okay, so we will be writing the programs in the form of any programming language, and we were keeping it as a software. It's a collection of programs, and we were instructing a system to work like this. Okay, in the form of through these software programs. So that is the reason software is very essential, and we can make use of our computer, okay, through this set of software programs. And also software allows the hardware to do something useful. Without software, the hardware would not do what it was supposed to do, and software depends on hardware and hardware depends on software, and together they form a computer system. So as you know that, so in the computer, it has to run, our computer or the system or the machine or the laptop. If it has to run, a hardware has to be there and the software has to be there. Without hardware, software cannot do anything, and without software, alone hardware cannot do anything. So together, by well coordination, a computer will work accordingly. Okay, so guys, got it? What is the software? So a set of computer programs and minimal data to run a system is called a software. In simple terms, it is. So just guys, stop me if you're not getting any point, so that I can try to explain you in a simple way. And what is software testing? So as Amarnath said, software testing, uh, we were testing the requirements of the customer or the client. Okay, as a tester, we are responsible to test the customer requirements in the test environment. And also, main responsibility of testers is to find the defects also. Okay, so we were checking what system is supposed to do and what it not supposed to do. One simple example I will take. Assume that I was working on this project, ICICI project. Okay, so my requirement is I need to test on this login page of the ICICI Bank application. So soon after clicking on this login button, I need to get this window, okay, where as a user, as a tester, I can enter the user ID as well as password. Okay, so whenever I was typing the user ID, assume that I'm not able to enter. I'm not able to enter anything on the screen, even though I'm trying to enter from my keyboard. So as per the requirement, what is the requirement? As a tester, as a user, I can able to enter the user ID. Okay, so but the reality in current system, currently when I'm trying to enter, I'm not able to enter anything. So this is a defect in actual system as well as expected result. What is the expected result? Whatever the requirement mentioned in the requirement document. If both are not matching, then we can consider it as a defect. Okay, so as a tester, we were verifying, also we were validating a particular functionality or an application, whether it is meeting the customer requirement or not. If it is not meeting, then during our testing or test execution, if this criteria is not met, then we can consider it as defect. Okay, so that is the reason we were verifying what system is supposed to do. System means here application or the functionality. Okay, what system supposed to do as per the requirement and what it not supposed to do as per the requirement. So for our testers, the baseline document is the requirement document. We have to follow the requirement document only. Okay, so as per that only we have to work on it. Got it? Basically, what is software testing? It's a combination of verification and validation. As a software test engineer, we have to do, we need to have the intention to identify the defects. Got it, guys? Okay, so what is the advantage of raising the defects? It helps us to ensure that the software system is defect free. See, whoever from past 15 to 20 years onwards, we were using the Gmail application and all other banking applications. All these are web applications. Okay, so till now we did not get any functionality software glitch issue, because before that application was moving it to the production, means for the live users, it was properly testing done on that application. So that is the reason we did not get any defect. So whenever we are whenever we are assigned to any project, and if you have started working on any web application, we also need to ensure that that particular functionality or the application, it has to be functionally enough and it should not throw any defect. Okay, that is the main intention, that is the value added advantage that we give to our application as well as our organization. Okay, got it? So what is the quality of software? Quality in the sense, in terms of software testing, quality refers to defect free. Means if that application is defect free, if that application should not present any defects, then only we can consider it as quality of the software. Okay, if the application is not present with the defects and if it is working as per the customer requirements, as per the expectations, then we can call it as a quality of the software or quality of the application. Okay, so that is the main thing. And coming to the, till now you have discussed about what is software testing and what is the defect. Okay, and let's discuss about why we are doing this and what is the importance of software testing. So as you know that importance of testing, see, just as an daily life example, uh, I mean, you have went to a car showroom or bike showroom to purchase a new car. Okay, so based on that model, okay, you would like to go for a test drive. Without test drive, how you know how that car is comfortable enough, whether it is able to drive on the uh, normal roads, and how could be the speed and how could be the scalability. You are going to test all these things in at the time of test drive, right? And the car showroom owner also will allow you to go for test drive. Okay, in fact, if that particular car was not properly tested and it was launched in the car showroom, and you have went to the test car drive, okay, so what will happen? If something was not working, you would be in a trouble, right? And you would be facing few issues for that. So that is the reason testing is very important. Before a product or a project or any application was moving into the production for the live uses, a proper testing has to be done. Okay, so here are the few real-time examples which were happened, okay, because of poor testing was conducted on the respective applications. Okay, see, in April 2015, Bloomberg terminal in London crashed due to software glitch. See, due to software glitch, affected more than 3 lakh traders on financial markets. It forced the government to postpone a 3 billion bond debate sale. See, because of some software glitch was happened. Okay, so this, because of that, financial market has, they lost 3 billion pounds. These many users they lost because of the software glitch, and it was happened in the April 2015. And the government has forced to take a step, like they need to give the debit sale as 3 billion pound. Okay, because of the defects were present in the software application. Okay, and also one more example is Nissan is a popular brand for all of us. We know that Nissan is a popular brand for the vehicles. Okay, so Nissan cars recalled over 1 million cars from the market due to the software failure. Okay, software failure in the airbag sensory detectors. There has been reported 2 accidents due to the software failure. See, 2 accidents, it's not a small thing. 2 accidents were reported because of that, this airbag sensory detectors. When that airbag sensory detectors will detect it, whenever any due to unavoidable situations, whenever we are driving, so all those, due to the sensors only, the airbags has to be blown up, and it will save the customers to fall ill or from the major accident, right? So that particular sensory is not worked at the time of the incident. So that is the reason two accidents were happened due to the some software failure. If this particular functionality or if this particular product has been tested before at the time of testing environment, before it was moved to the live uses, this could not have been found, right? If this could not have been found, they could not recall this over 1 million cars from the market. So that is the reason testing is very, very, very important, whether it is small application or the large application. Okay, because if we identify the defect, if we in our testing environment, the cost of fixing defect is very less. Instead, if it was found it in the uh, general market or in the live uses. Okay. And also one few more examples, like see China Airlines Airbus A300, okay, crashed due to software bug on April 26, 1994, killing 264 innocents live. So got it, guys? All these are history-related examples due to some software failures, okay, because of the proper testing not being performed on the application or the products. So that is the reason software testing born in early 90s. So testing is moved outside of the company to inside of the company. Okay, keeping all these considerations, industry experts or industry has given an importance to the testing. Okay, the testing is very important. Okay, so that is the reason. If you can see this figure, okay, the cost of fixing defect will be high if it was moved to the production. Okay, let me tell you, this is a defect fix cost. Guys, just give me a second. Yeah, I'm apologies for it. Yeah, if you can see this diagram, okay, so requirement analysis. What is requirement analysis? Okay, we would be getting the requirements. Okay, the business analyst or the person, they would be gathering the requirements from the client at the very first initial stages of the project. So once the requirements were done, it will move to the design. So in this design phase, IT analyst or software architect people coming to the picture, and they will decide which technology has to be performed to build this application, to build this project. Okay, once the design phase was completed and the coding, here our development team will come into the picture. They will start preparing the code for that application. Okay, once the coding was completed, see here testing. Here in this real picture, we test engineers coming to the picture, we start our testing on that application. And after testing, some part of any production or maintenance will be there, so it will be taken care of. Okay, so if we identify the defect in the very initial stage, from here, the cost will be very less, okay, compared to if we identify the defect in the maintenance or in the production. Okay, so we are the test engineers are responsible for the defect to identify at the application level. Application level means in this phase, we would be getting an application to test. If we identify the proper defect by proper testing, then the cost of defect will be very less to the client. Also, okay, so that is the main advantage of the tester. See, just a small example. we all know that calculator. Okay, so okay, assume that calculator is the application. Okay, we have sorry guys, actually I'm just getting continuous cough, so that is the reason I'm keeping the voice as mute. Yeah, don't mind for that. Yeah, let's assume that, okay, the calculator was developed, okay, 1 plus 1 equal to 2. As we know that the general rule is 1 plus 1 equal to 2. But while developing this calculator application, 1 plus 1 equal to 3. Okay, it might be the developer's fault. Okay, it was 1 plus 1 equal to 3. Okay, and this calculator application too came to testing also. So at the time of testing, we also missed that to test that scenario 1 plus 1 equal to 2. We also, in fact, that we also missed that. And client has, once the testing was completed, and the client has moved this calculator application to the live usage. Okay, so if any project or if any application or if any product was moved to the live usage, many of the users will be using this calculator, right? So that time, based on the customer's needs, if they started using 1 plus 1 equal to 2, instead of that, if it was displayed 1 plus 1 equal to 3, it was a failure. Okay, so deviation from the expected behavior to actual behavior, which was identified by the customer in operation, so we can call it as failure. So we were discussing about the error, defect or bug, and the failure. Okay, so here if the developer has identified that defect in dev environment, then we can call it as a error, because see, uh, developers are responsible to create a code, right? So if the code is right, obviously the application will be right, means it was properly developed. So if the developer has identified that deviation during his debugging process, if he identify the same in his developer environment, then we can call it as an error. If the same error was identified in the testing environment, okay, then on the application by the testers, then we can call it as a defect or bug. Okay, the same observation was observed by the customers or users in production environment. Okay, then it was related to the failure. See here, why cost of fixing defect is very important. Okay, if the developer has identified his error in the development environment, it has not moved to the testing environment. Okay, he could have fixed that type of error in the development environment itself. Okay, so here, because he has missed that error in his source code, it came to the testing environment. Okay, by chance, if the testing also missed that, okay, if missed that functionality or the defect or the scenario, it was moved to the production environment. And if the same behavior was uh, found by the customers or the users in the live usage, then that product was into the failure. Again, the cost of fixing defect will be more, and the time also in between, the time and the money and the resources, everything will be getting wasted, right? So that is the reason cost of fixing defect is very essential. So that is the reason, as a test engineer, we need to concentrate on the requirements which were given by the business analyst. If we have any doubts, we need to get in touch with them because they know the customer requirements very well. Okay, and as a tester, we need to test our application with multiple possible permutations and combinations just to validate our functionality, and it should securable as well as reliable. Okay, so that is the reason cost of fixing defect is very essential. And also it's one of the important question they would be asking you, what is the difference between error, defect and the failure. Okay, I hope you guys got the actual point. Guys, let me know if you did not get it. I will try to explain one more time. Yeah, defect and the bug refers to the same even if it was identified in the test environment by the testers, then we can call it as a defect. Defect equal to bug. Okay, so why software has bugs? Till now we have discussed about this. Okay, so if anything was misstored from the development end or from the tester's end, then it was result in a failure of the product. So that application will be end up with having the bugs or the defects. Okay, so that is the reason we should properly ensure that our functionality of the application has to be properly tested. Okay, so what is the advantages of testing? What are the benefits of the software testing? Obviously, the cost effective and the security and the product quality and the customer satisfaction. See, whatever the thing, okay, if I have assigned one task to you, okay, and I asked you to complete it by 1 hour. Okay, but due to some personal reason or something, you have delayed it and you have completed it in 2 hours. Okay, so why I am happy? How I will be happy? I asked you to test. I asked you to complete that particular task in 1 hour, but you made it to 2 hours. Okay, and for that 1 hour also, I have charged. I will give you 1,000 rupees for that. Okay, and because of that amount, the 1,000 rupees which I was giving, that value added should be there. Okay, so that is the reason it has to be cost effective. If you are taking the amount, so you have to complete that particular task as per the work it was assigned to you. So that is the main advantage, cost effective. The same thing, if the client has given work to us, we have to complete that as per the schedule. Okay, so that is the cost effective. And the security, of course, if the application was testing, we need to ensure that application is security or not. So going forward, I will let you know what it could be the in terms of security. Okay, product quality, if the defects are not present in the product or the application, so then obviously our application is well enough. Okay, so we were ensuring that application should be quality enough without presence of the defects. And the customer satisfaction, obviously when the customer will be happy if you give the application without defects and on time. Okay, if the application is security and reliable, okay, if the application is stability, then only customer will be happy, he would be satisfied with our result. So these are the benefits of the software testing. Got it? Okay, testing roles in a company. What are the testing roles? So obviously, if you're joining as a fresher, you would be fresher graduates enter into the company. So first he will start with the test engineer. So soon after 3 or 4 years, he would be designated with the senior test engineer. And then as the experience levels or goes on, he would be promoted to the test lead. After the test lead, he would be going to the test architect and then test manager and then testing head. So on like that, the hierarchy would be there. So this is the career path of the software tester. If you go for the automation testing or the manual testing or the performance testing. Okay, whatever the company you go, might be the terminology, the designation might be different, but the real truth is as the age goes on, okay, so your designation will be changing. Okay, testing team responsibilities. What is the testing team responsibilities? So as a tester, we need to, whenever the requirements come to us, okay, who will give the requirements for us? Business analyst. Okay, they will prepare the requirements and they will assign to us. Okay, so if the requirements come to us, we need to make sure properly analyze those requirements. Okay, in that requirement document, what it will be there, the requirement description will be there with proper requirement description. If needed, some screenshot will be there. Okay, so while analyzing that requirement, if we get any doubts, okay, we need to ensure to get our clarification from the BAs. Okay, if the requirement analysis was completed and if you understand properly, then you have to prepare the test scenarios. Okay, and the test scenarios are completed, you need to prepare the test cases. Once the test cases and the test scenarios are completed, you need to send them to the review, to the business analyst or to the test lead also, so that we are ensuring, okay, reviewing as part of the review, if any scenario or if any test case was missing from our end, they will let us know. Okay, they will reply back to our email or they will suggest in the at the time of the meeting. Okay, so this is the way the reviews are very helpful. Once this documentation part was completed, then we would be moving to the test execution. So once that during the test execution, if you found that actual result and expected result are not same, then you would be uh, provisioned to have the defects as a test engineer. Okay, so how to write a test scenario, what is test case, how to prepare the test execution, all those things. Okay, what is what till now, whatever I have discussed this testing process, okay, I will let you know in tomorrow's class. But today try to understand this the introduction to software testing, why it is important, what is software testing, okay, why generally a software application will have the defects, so to overcome what we need to do. Okay, what is the difference between defect, error and the failure? Okay, why we need to perform the early testing, so that we can cost of fixing the defect will be reduced. Okay, you try to understand these things in today's session. Okay, so what is test scenario, what is test case, how to analyze the requirement in general real-time purpose, how that particular requirement looks like, everything I will show you in tomorrow, how to write the test cases, so that you will get an basic fair understanding on it. Okay, so till now, you guys, if you have any doubts, please post me, so that I will try to explain the course content and what all the materials I'm going to provide. No harm in asking the questions, so please.
What are the topics you are going to cover?
Yeah, sure. So this is the course content. Okay, I'm going to cover all these things, software development life cycle and different software development life cycles which we have. Okay, and what are all the testing techniques, white box testing and black box testing techniques, unit testing, integration testing, system testing, user acceptance testing. Everything will be with detailed explanation with real-time examples, and software testing lifecycle. What are all the activities will be involved? Okay. What is the test case? What is the test scenario? Okay. How we can perform the test case execution, and we do have different types of testing. So when we need to perform all those type of testings, and what is defects, what is defect reporting and tracking. As part of this course content, I'm going to cover Quality Center as the defect management tool. Okay, and Agile Scrum framework. This is very important. Okay, it's also a part of SDLC model, as it will take some time to understand that also 70 to 80% of the projects nowadays they were just dealing with the Agile Scrum framework. Okay, so that is the reason I kept this topic at the last, so that you guys can understand the things in a better way. Okay, and then one real-time project I'm going to explain, and then how to view the daily status reports, okay, defect reports, and weekly status reports, and sample resumes I am providing. Okay, this is about the course content. Okay, if you feel that if something was missing in the course content, you guys let me know. No harm in that. I will just add it, and I'll try to do the justification for that. But as per my knowledge, I covered everything. As a manual tester, what are all things we have to do? Okay, and also apart from that, I'm going to give the standard test case templates, test scenario templates, and material with proper screenshot with the with minimum with proper with proper explanation. Okay, so smoke and sanity testing, these two types of testings we would be performing once the uh, once the build or once the patch has been deployed into the testing environment. Okay, for us the requirements would be how the testers here, the working style is like 45 days to 2 months one release will be there. Assume that one release is there. Okay, we were doing one April release. Okay, means we started it in March 1st. Okay, by April 25th we need to complete one release. In that release 5 requirements are there. Okay, our test lead has divided the requirements, and he has assigned to our testing team one requirement to each one of the team. Okay, so whenever developer has completed his coding part, okay, then he would be calling the deployment team. Okay, my coding part was completed, please push this application code to the testing environment. Okay, developer part is to develop his source code as per the application requirement. Okay, but here the deployment people or the build team, they are responsible to uh, push that application code which the developer has developed into the test environment. Okay, so that the test environment will be ready once that build has deployed into the testing environment. As a tester, we need to perform smoke and sanity testing. Why we were doing? To verify whether that build is working fine or not. Okay, and also smoke testing is we were doing the build verification testing. Okay, whether after the build was completed in our test environment, whether our application is accessible or not, whether it is throwing some error or not, we were doing it. As part of sanity testing, whatever the application we were doing, we would be just exploring the application with that functionality. Just we were ensuring that our application is working fine, even though a new build or new patch was deployed into a testing environment, so that we were making sure that our application is not breaking and it is not showing any errors, and our application is stability enough to perform our execution. So that is the reason we were performing this smoking sanity testing. So for in detailed to know smoke and sanity testing, first we need to complete all these things. Okay, then only we would be coming to this. Then at the time of discussing this topic, I'll let you know in very detail, but try to understand these both of testing will be performed once the new build was deployed in the test environment. Just to make sure the build, we were verifying the build verification testing, we can call it as. Okay, got it, even? Hello. Okay, yeah. So apart from this, I'll show you what are all the materials I'm going to provide. Yeah, these are all the materials I'm providing. Okay, here this resume folder will be there. All these latest templates, resume templates are there. You can take any of them. Okay, see, these are all the materials. This is the demo document which I was showing, this PPT document with you. Okay, this is the course content. These are the status reporting, sample business requirement, BRS, live project requirement specification documents. Okay, sample test case document, manual testing material, this one. Okay, I have prepared this material in such a way like that if you did not, if you can refer this document after few months or after few years also, you can able to recall all the things. Okay, I have prepared this document in a very such a simple way. Okay, with pictorial representation also. Instead of going through all this theory, if you can go with this figure also, you can understand the things in a better way. Okay, that's the way I have covered. See, quality center. Okay, quality center. See, I have given the description with enough screenshots so that if you go to any project now itself also, by following this screenshots, you can understand which tab we need to go. Okay, which tab we need to perform. Everything clear explanation is there here. Okay, I'm going to explain each and everything in detail at the time of our regular classes. Okay, defect reporting, if I'm explaining about one tool, means quality center, how to upload the test cases, how to move the test cases from test plan to test lab, how to raise a defect, okay, how to assign it to those defects to the developer. Okay, everything I'm going to explain. Everything the same has been given in the material also. Okay, and how to run the test cases, what are all the different test cases statuses, what is defect severity and priority, everything I'm going to discuss here. Okay, each and everything, the description was provided with a screenshot. Okay, not only this quality center, for others also I have given. See, I have given Agile methodology with Scrum framework. Okay, everything. What is the Scrum framework? Okay, who or all will be there? What way it is advantage and disadvantage? With figures I have given. You can see it. Yeah, see. Who are all the roles? Scrum master will be there. Product owner will be there. Who is doing who? What? Okay, what are all the responsibilities of it? Everything. Okay, what are all the ceremonies they would be conducting, sprint planning, what is sprint, what is user stories, everything. Okay, okay, so this is the guys. If you have any doubts, please post your questions.
what is the duration of this course?
Yeah, product backlog means product owner would be creating the product backlogs. Product backlog, in the sense, it's a collection of user stories. User story means requirements. Okay, so these requirements will be created by the business analyst or domain matter expert or subject matter expert. Okay, especially in the Agile based projects, we can call the requirement as user stories. That the terminology will be different, but we can call them as user stories. It will be created by the product owner. Yeah, actually, Quality Center as well as Jira tool, these both are licensed versions, but somehow I'm able to get the material for the Quality Center with the screenshots, but for the Jira tool, I'm not able to. But here, see, Jira, it is there. The beautiness of Jira is, okay, this is the tutorial document. I'm sorry. This is the tutorial document. Here, you can enroll this with your Gmail ID. They were giving 50 days trial period for you. Okay, you just how could be the overview, how could be the project issues, workflow, installation. You can just go through this document. Okay, they have explained you in a step level. Okay, with the screenshots, so that in this way you can able to navigate your application, so that you'll also be getting hands-on. Okay. Got it, Sirisha? So this document also I'm providing. Okay. See, in real time, yeah, in real time, this could be the UI looks like, and how to create a new project and how to upload the test cases, what are the dashboards and everything you can see. If you can follow this document, you will get all the things. Okay. Actually, when I'm preparing the material, I got this document from some of the blog. So I thought it will be useful for my students. So that is the reason I'm providing you this to all. So only the thing is you need to enroll with your Gmail ID. So they were giving 60 business days of the trial period. Okay. If that was expired, no need to worry. Again, you just enroll with the other Gmail ID. Okay. So that you will be well versatile with this Jira tool also. Jira tool and HPQC ALM both are the industry standard tools for the defect management. Okay, both are defect management tools only. Both of the tools purpose is the same. Okay, but the UI might be the different. But as a test engineer, we need to upload the test cases. We need to track our defects. We need to raise our defects. We need to ensure our proper documentation is present in our Jira as well as HPQC. Okay, from the managerial perspective, managers are responsible to pull their project status reports to know their team's progress and everything. Okay, but as a testers, we need to ensure about this, whether multiple projects are accessible or not, and our documentation like test cases are present or not. We can get it. Okay. Yeah, if you can keep the any tool in the resume, that's fine, because these tools has the equal importance. HPQC, Quality Center as well as Jira. Any other doubts? Yeah, tomorrow the same time, 8 to 9.
Hello, are you
Yeah.
hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, will you conduct the mock interviews after the course?
Yeah, at end of the course, you guys decided. Okay. Anyways, I am going to cover one class, means one session, 1 hour for what are all the frequently asked questions. Okay. So if you are trying as a fresher, I will let you know what sort of the questions. Okay, I will send you those questions also. I have already prepared, and I have sent it to my previous students. Okay, and if you're keeping the experience, or if you are preparing for any certification related anything, if you need for that mock interviews, I am ready to provide it. how to
Okay.
answer, what to answer, in what way the question is asked, like that. Okay.
Okay.
At the end of the course, what is the duration of this course? Yeah, it will be 20 to 25 hours. If you guys are okay with it, I'm ready to take Saturday and Sunday also. By in any case, if I'm not able to take the class, if you guys are okay, then I can compensate the semester class in subsequent weekend, means Saturday or Sunday. If you all guys are okay. Okay.
Okay.
Daily 1 hour session will be there. Okay. Any other doubts? Okay, guys. So let's catch up tomorrow.
One question.
In tomorrow's, yeah, I
Yeah.
think Institute has shared you the link, right? So you have to join. Like today, you have joined, right? The same way you have to join that.
How many projects will you explain? Only one or two?
One project I would be explaining you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, in tomorrow's session, we are going to discuss how to extract the test scenarios from the requirement. Yeah, definitely. Like in the group, you have my number. Okay, I have only that number. During the class or after the sessions are over, also you can contact me. There was no harm in that. Okay, you can contact to my phone number. You just WhatsApp me. By the time, if I'm busy also, I will take time and I will respond you after at least after 1 hour also. Okay. It was mentioned in the WhatsApp group, Karthik. Or if you can ask the institute people also, they will provide you. You can contact me. Yeah. So in tomorrow's session, we are going to discuss about how to extract the test scenarios from the requirement document, how to write the test cases. Okay. What is the defect and everything. In tomorrow's session, we will try to cover, when we'll try to discuss, so that you will be getting a complete idea. Okay, guys. Thank you all for joining this session. We'll catch you tomorrow. Thank you.
Sonia.
Bye. Have
Thank
a
you.
good day. Sorry? Someone was saying something? Okay, fine. Yeah, thank you.